Good day to all presenters and teachers. My name is Wang Xingfeng from International Languages Teacher Training Institute, IPGKPA. My topic is about using drive-through blending game to improve CCVC, consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, monosyllabic words pronunciation among Year 3 pupils. English has been recognized as an official language in at least 1/4 of the countries in this world. In order to produce Malaysia's future pillars who can communicate with peers and adults confidently and appropriately, the DSKP of English language put great emphasis on correct language use as well as pronunciation during teaching and learning to help pupils develop ideas and communicate effectively. So, in order to make the pupils to speak more fluent, accurate, and natural, I have planned an intervention drive-through blending game to make English language pronunciation process more fun and interesting. This game does not require many materials. The materials needed for this game are just blank A4 papers, pencils or marker pens, and toy cars. If the teachers can't find toy cars, they can simply use any suitable materials such as rubbers or sharpeners to substitute it. As these materials can be easily found in real life, it does not require the teachers to spend much time or money in preparing the materials. With this, it will not create more burden and workloads for the teachers in preparing materials. In my research, 3 teaching sessions were carried out: interventional lessons, intervening action, in which the drive-through blending game were implemented in the lessons, and revised intervening action was carried out after revised the drive-through blending game. The instruments used for this research were observation checklists, tests, and interview. Observation checklists were conducted throughout the conventional lesson and four teaching interventions. Test 1, Test 2, and Test 3 consist of 10 CCVC words which will be pronounced by the research participants. Test rubrics and evaluation forms were used to record the performance of the research participants on the test. Both of these instruments aim to know the mastery level of the participants. Interviews also conducted before and after interventions to get feedback from the participants on the interest and mastery level of the pupils and determine how the drive-through blending game is effective in improving the pronunciation of CCVC monosyllabic words. The first intervention that I carry out to improve CCVC words pronunciation is through drive-through blending game. In this game, the letters of a word will be written in a triangle formation with vowel at the top of the triangle and consonant at the bottom corners of the triangles. The pupils have to use a toy car to drive through each letter of the words. While they are driving through each letter, they have to pronounce each letter sound. They have to increase the speed of driving through until blending the letter sounds into a word. After analyzing Test 2 and observation checklist data, I realized the research participants' accuracy in pronouncing CCVC words improved, but were lack of fluency. Thus, in second intervention, I relate this game with their real-life experiences, which was by associating it with their experience of playing roller coaster. I made relation between the speed as well as the sound the passengers make when a roller coaster is moving uphill, downhill, and moving on a straight way with triangle formation. When toy cars were moving, pupils imagine and relate it with the sound heard and the speed of the roller coaster. For example, when the toy cars were moving uphill, pupils imagine a roller coaster moves uphill. It moves slowly and the passengers keep silent or make sounds like ooh. Therefore, the sound of the letter will be dragged and prolonged. When the toy car was moving down here, it has to move very fast and the sound of the letters would be pronounced rapid and very loud. When the toy car moving on a straight way, it has to move fast and the sound of the letter will be very fast and loud. After analysis and interpretation of the findings of this research, I conclude that the method of using drive-through blending game is suitable to be used to address the problem of monosyllabic words pronunciation and can improve the willingness of the pupils in speaking English. The performance shown by the research participants were very good, and it was proven through test 3 that the research participants were able to read and pronounce almost all the CCVC words with accurate and fluent pronunciation. This was because drive-through blending game helped the pupils to learn phonics through concrete experiences. Through the game, the research participants were able to observe and reflect from the experience of assuming the toy cars as a roller coaster, driving through the toy car and pronounce the sound letters like the sound heard when playing roller coaster and speak of roller coaster at different points. Thus, it effectively reduced the cognitive level, the cognitive load and working memory of the pupils in learning pronunciation. When learning pronunciation through the drive-through blending game, the pupils played with the toy cars. This enabled the pupils to feel comfortable, friendly, and feel interesting in the lessons. Therefore, the affective filters of the pupils were lower, more input was allowed to pass through. The input were easier to be absorbed by the pupils. According to Howard Gardner's theory, Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence, learners with bodily kinesthetic intelligence tend to use their body or part of their body like hand or mouth to learn. As the research participants were visual and kinesthetic types of learners, they tend to have a depth impression of what they do. These findings corroborate Cobb's experiential learning theory. Knowledge is created through the transformation of experience. Through the experience of moving a toy car like a roller coaster while pronouncing the letter sound, the research participants were able to observe and reflect from the experience to form abstract concepts. In drawing things to a close, traditional teaching and learning approach will not as effective as game-based learning. Children are naturally like to play and enjoy. Therefore, instead of asking the children to memorize the pronunciation of words word by word, teachers may need to shift to teach them the concepts, techniques, skills, or theories which will be more effective and can help the pupils to apply in similar situations. Therefore, using the drive-through blending game in improving pronunciation of monosyllabic words is essential for the pupils because speaking skill is one of the most important skills in learning a language. To speak well, accurate, fluent, convincing, and confident pronunciation are essential. I strongly encourage the teachers to use drive-through blending game in monosyllabic words pronunciation teaching. These are my references. Thank you.